Comox Valley Exhibition is open, and this is Go Island. I'm Ruth and you're watching Go Island on Shaw TV's Channel 4. We are on location today at the Comox Valley Exhibition grounds for the Comox Valley Exhibition 2014. Right now, the opening ceremonies are going on behind me, and that would be the Comox First Nations band Comox Dancers as part of the opening ceremonies. Coming up in today's show, we have a little bit of everything. Stay tuned for that. Interviews coming up later, but first we're going to start right here in the Comox Valley with fruit sharing. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV's Channel 4. I'm Ruth. We are on location at the Comox Valley Exhibition 2014, and I am in the food area where there is tons of food to be had. So bring your appetites. Along with, you can look at cows and horses and geese and chickens and all kinds of things. There's going to be a horse show later, and there's, antique machinery. That's always very interesting to get a little piece of history. And the direction, so over that way is the fair, like the market, not the market, the, what do you call it? The carousel, all the rides, that's over that way. And over here behind us, that's where some of the animals are, and then over there in the farm. See how I'm using my hands? Well, that's what Marjorie's story is all about. Have a look. I'm Ruth. You're watching Go Island, Shaw TV Channel 4. We're on location at the Comox Valley Exhibition 2014. Joining me now is Keith Currie, past president of the organization. Playing in the background, Edwin Grieve, kicking off the whole show.
Well, howdy.
Howdy. So, are you excited?
Oh, very excited. It's a ton of work to get this ready, but it's a great family event. We got all kinds of new stuff for people to come down. It's not going to cost them anything once they get past the gate.
All right, so what are some of the new profiles?
We got trout pond down there for kids to catch their own fish, and we've got we have some people down there, some professionals to talk to them about fish, aquaculture. They can take home their catch for dinner if they want. We'll get them cleaned with them. That's a lot of fun. We also have dock dogs. It's a phenomenon that started over in Europe a few years ago. They were on Vancouver Island last week for the first time in Victoria. It's dogs jumping into ponds, jumping up after balls, doing all kinds of stuff. Terribly entertaining, lots of fun. So far they've got 70 dogs registered for this thing. It'll be going all weekend long.
Oh my God, that sounds fabulous.
And it goes on and on and on. Midway's got some new rides. I have to find the time to get over there because
Do you like going on the rides?
Yeah, don't you?
Well, yeah, but I don't,
Great ride. Well, then if you're not crazy about the rides, there's lots of great food here. Yeah. There's lots of things. We've got a hay maze down for the kids that's got over 1,000 bales of hay.
All right, you can totally get lost there.
That's what we had to build a tower so the parents could watch the little darlings. All in fun. Lots of things going on.
That's awesome. Okay, thank you so much. As always, pleasure, and have a fabulous weekend.
We will. Enjoy the day when you're down here.
All right.
Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. Now, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for staying with us. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV's Channel 4. I'm Ruth. We're on location. The Comox Valley Exhibition is just kicking off, and they have Vendor Row, which is between the fun zone with all the rides way in the far thing. You see the Ferris wheel over there, and the barns. So as you walk between the two, you can shop all the way. How cool is that? And of course, it's right across the road from the kids zone, and that kids zone, it looks like it's going to be a blast for all the little ones. So right now we are going to head down to Victoria, where Raji Kabli brings us an interesting look at the first India melee that happened down there. Have a look. Now this is cool. This is called VIP treatment. We're getting an actual lift from the barn all the way over to the stage, because you know that camera, it gets really heavy, and Gord, well, he's going to be 53 on Sunday. He's an old man.
Wow. I toured a guy around that turned 100. Wow. And he couldn't walk, and a couple years ago, and I turned him down the antique machinery, and he had donated one of his old tractors that he hadn't seen working since the 40s. Wow. And it was up and running, and he cried. It was the most beautiful thing I ever saw.
I'm Mary Ruth Harris. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV's Channel 4. We're at the Comox Valley Exhibition. Joining me now is Judy Morrison, who is the chair of the quilters for Comox Valley Exhibition. Can you see the amazing quilts behind us? Extraordinary.
Yes,
unbelievable detail and exquisite color choices and selection of images.
You sound just like our judge last night, who, if she said it once, she said it at least 15 times. Tough competition. How do you award ribbons at any of these categories?
How do you decide?
Well, at one point, it was just like the short list in some of these categories is well over half the entries. I think we have one category with 12 entries. There was 7 for the short list, for first, second, and third.
Wow. Unbelievable.
The quality of the work here is absolutely amazing.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I often look at quilts when we're going to craft shows and festivals, and I gotta say, I've not seen anything
It's just, and
unbelievable.
As we get these quilts, and like as the show progresses, I promote the word show. A lot of these things are just different. Mm-hmm. Okay, they don't need to be winners, but it's a different way of using fabric, and I think it's just for general public education, right?
Right. The use of the fabric, in some cases, they are absolute items and animals like these roosters and chickens behind us, or teacups in that one. But in others, there are really unbelievable designs,
manipulations.
Like it's just like you're looking through a kaleidoscope almost. And then there's some really modern old art, like down the one way down in the corner with the green and the blue border, and like that's extraordinary. It's a tree with roots.
That's one of our
amazing
quilters. That's a pre-printed panel, and the embellishments she's done on it are amazing. Okay?
Fabulous.
Okay, so like what happens is any of us could start with that panel. I don't think we'd quite end up with the finished product. She's embellished it with beautiful beads. The stitching is amazing. Okay?
Unbelievable. How much time? Like, let's look at this one behind. How many months or years does it take to create?
Put it this way, you don't ever sell them and think you're going to get your money's worth or your labor. You give them away.
Right.
even if you receive some monetary compensation, you give them away. There's like myself, I know that I have some placemats on my table at home that are 40 to 60 hours to make a placemat. Okay? Now that's a bit of artwork involved.
Yes.
But like that quilt behind you?
Yes.
Like, probably 100 hours. Now again, I've got one of the big ones here, and I know it took me 25 hours just to do the machine quilting.
Okay.
Okay?
25 hours.
Just for the quilting.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
And that's not the
construction.
Or the hand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's a concept of time. We really enjoy this art.
Yes.
Okay.
It is. It's absolute art. You have to come and see.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, Judy, thank you so much for your time. Really extraordinary. Congratulations to everybody involved. Absolutely fantastic.
Yep. We got yesterday done. That big hurdle is set up. Today and for the next 2 days, we get to enjoy it.
Yes. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back. Thank you so much for staying with us. You're watching Go Island, and that is the before shot of the sheep as they are getting prepped for their big show. And this is the after shot. This is what they look like after they've been bathed and blow dried, and now she's spending copious amount. How many hours does it take you to do this?
About 6 or 7 to get them ready for show. 6
or 7 hours to get them ready for show. If it took me that long to get ready for this show, it would never get on air. You are watching Go Island. We're on location at the Comox Valley Exhibition, where you can see livestock of all breeds, including these gorgeous sheep. So right now we are going to head out on a big summer adventure. Have a look. You've been watching Go Island, and we've been on location at the Comox Valley Exhibition. What exhibition would be complete without cows and cowboys? I love coming to the exhibition. It reminds me of home. And all those cowboy hats, well, that reminds me of Kenny Shaw. Coming up on September 20th in Cumberland, there is going to be a comedy challenge between Kenny Shaw, Todd Butler, and friends. It's going to be a blast. The most important part is that it is a fundraiser for the Comox Valley Child Development Association, and of course their annual telethon is coming up in November, and this is one of the fundraisers in preparation for that. So don't miss out. Grab some tickets for that. It's going to be a lot of fun, September 20th. And of course, we have been on location at the exhibition. It's been a blast. Hopefully you can come out this weekend with your family and friends. It's going to be so much fun. There's rides for kids, there's livestock of all kinds. Check out the website and get your tickets. Come on down, there's entertainment, and they have two legendary memorial bands. I don't know what are they called, Gort? They're like ABBA and Fleetwood Mac. Tribute bands, that's what it is. So they're not actually ABBA and Fleetwood Mac, but apparently these two groups are exactly like ABBA and Fleetwood Mac. And apparently if you come, it will feel like you're at an actual ABBA concert back in the 70s, if you happen to miss the 70s. So thanks so much for watching. Check us out on Facebook, like us, follow us on Twitter, visit our YouTube site, our channel, Shaw TV North Island. Have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you on Tuesday.